there. That was using scare tactics.
Mm.
Um, at the end of the fight, um, second, um, a kind of raving odd Kalina came in, looking through things, wanting to know where the witchfire was. Came in.
That's the chick I'm after, right?
In theory, yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Good. She's alive. I feared the worst for a second. Thought the princess would be in another castle.
Hmm.
She might be mental. She was,
Oh, I figured that. She was hearing voices. Like, I gathered that from my research.
and she's, ranting about where is it, where is it, where is it.
Yep. Captain Darrigan, along with some of his troops, were basically putting some people
Handcuffs.
in handcuffs and wagons. When one of the powder keg, not powder keg, the powder gang was kind of sort of accused of being involved in the raid / break-in that removed an object or so from the cathedral.
Sure. Yeah.
It turned out that get into uh, it turned out that Sister Agnes, from what Sister Viola was coaxed to recall, had seen had exchanged given rather a sword to a kind of goblinoid creature. I'm trying to recall. Did I name the creature?
Don't believe we have gotten the name.
Okay.
And here I thought Sister Agnes was right.
Actually, be nice and still made a terrible decision.
No. Okay.
Technically, she could be nice and be a villain.
Mm.
Father Demos is also here taking care of Kate.
Okay. So it looks like I need to go back to Sister Agnes then, huh?
If you're willing to do that, sure.
Gotta find that damn goblin creature.
Any other questions?
Was there anything special or different about this goblin creature that would make it easier to look for? Like, did it have some type of emblem, type of crest of some sort on its person?
No, let me rephrase that. Any questions concerning last session?
I apologize, sir. No, I do not. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm just making sure everyone is kind of up to date and they can start things. Brian, do you have any questions?
No, I remember it pretty well. Like it was yesterday.
You first.
That came through the sewers, caught these guys, shock and awe. But, they tried to blow up the festival. We had to turn them over to the cops. Crazy lady slapped me in the face for no reason.
It's because you're male.
He wasn't dead.
I was in the room and she didn't realize I wasn't. And then she got pissed at me because I dared to be alive.
Yeah.
Which character is like, what the fuck? Player knows why. But, like, fuck you too? Yeah, aside from needing to get Dylan's help for a minute because I'm still technically
On
covered.
the clock.
No, well, that too, but also I'm covered in poo water. Can I get it? Do
Yeah.
that thing?
Yeah. I got you. Was that a cancer break?
Touch up for you. Yeah.
Oh, touch up.
Yeah,
Okay.
it was a cantrip, yeah.
I got you. Yeah. Most definitely.
It's like he doesn't mind, but he knows it bothers other people.
Yeah, she'll cast touch up on the creature.
I know Kyogi's making a big deal about it, so I was like, we gotta get the poo water off.
I got
Yeah,
them. I got them.
I took some guy's stuff because he threw me in the shitter and then held me underwater in the shitter.
Yeah, she definitely will help out.
Yeah, he was swimming, and somebody dived, Kyogi knocked some guy in, and he was drowning, so I had to dive in.
I got him arrested. I got him arrested on pedophile charges. It's the proper thing to do.
It's the proper thing to do. Now you guys are all cleaned up.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And was the chick the one that saw Sister Agnes hand the goblin creature a sword?
Yeah, Sister Viola saw Sister Agnes do it, though it, people had to talk her through it a little bit because Sister Viola's memory was,
Mess with.
it was kind of foggy.
Yeah, I had to walk her, use a low-level telepathy type shit to help her remember.
Okay.
Yeah, that in theory brings us all up to date, I believe.
Okay, now, do you have any questions for Sister Viola, or do you just want to head right on back to the church?
Well, first let's see if the goblin-like creature, does he know where it was going or what direction it was heading in? Did it say it was leaving town? Because if it is, that's an issue. Did it have any crest or emblems on it? Any significant features, like, scent that wasn't sewer water?
Maybe features. It was a goblin.
Hey, not all goblins stink. Maybe this goblin...
No, I meant that's the seed.
Oh, yeah.
It's small and green, and kind of pointed. Usually talks with a scratchy New York accent for some reason.
She can give a description.
Descriptions help.
Yep. I just need to find the description and say.
Buffering. Do you think it'd be Dex? or maybe charisma or something to do a sketch artist. Nope, that's not it. Ah, there.
Did we do a sketch artist?
Yeah, by taking your description and committing it to paper.
Oh yeah, it'd be better than this two-handed 2-year-old painting of this sword we got.
I make no guarantees. But I got to roll a stat to roll.
If you don't have like a painter's kit or something,
Hello, I'm an artificer.
it would be a dexterity-based roll.
There. I believe, unless I swapped that one out, but I don't think I did. Right tool for the job, is that the one? You can magically create one of tools in an occupied space within 5 feet of you. Requires 1 hour of an minute to work. Okay, so I will just have to go with basic quill and parchment, which I do have.
Okay.
So you said dexterity?
Yep.
Right. Okay, so that's doubles. And
Double.
so 16 plus 5 is 21.
Yeah, definitely better than this 2-year-old drawing of the sword I got.
I mean, it's a sword.
But it looked like it was done by a 2-year-old.
Did you get the picture that I?
Yeah.
Yeah. That is basically what you'll sketch.
Wow, awesome. Should be
Is there another one?
Yeah,
easy enough to find.
yeah, easy to. Did not do that.
Where did the color come from?
He's in the spell. So, yeah, it's not. I don't have a way of duplicating this.
Oh, that's okay. I will take that.
Okay, well, do we want to at least do the constabulary come? I mean, they did. No, they were called. I don't know if they're here yet. So.
No, they were here.
They're actually here
Yeah,
now?
they took everybody.
They were
I
putting
thought.
people into the paddy wagons.
Okay, well, before I hand it over to you, I'd like to check with them just to see if they have a sketch guy that they can
Oh,
copy
yeah.
this.
Yeah, go for it. Who was the sister that came with us?
Sister Viola.
Oh.
Like
It's like, since your memory has finally come back to you, why don't you go snag Sister Agnes for us?
I'll see if I can go and find her.
Okay.
You
We're
look
right
like
behind you.
Okay. Well, should I actually follow him?
Well, I'm waiting to get the sketch back.
Okay. Brian, you were saying something?
No, I was just making a bad Mad TV reference, but it was just like he was like, oh, it was like, let's make a sketch of him. I was like, he look like a man.
What if this is another racist thing? Because I'm an elf, I can draw. Elf art. I don't.
Maybe. Although
Now
Dad can't
knows the
draw,
secret-
so but he's very good with literature and using these big words that I don't know what they mean, like responsibility and.
Oh bullshit! You know what responsibility means. You just choose to ignore it.
I don't know what you're talking about. I've never heard of this responsibility. It's such a foreign concept.
And yet you use that exact word yourself when referring to anything.
What? He like thinks about it for a second. He's like, oh.
Yeah,
what I
man.
don't understand is when
Yeah,
he uses it. That Elvin.
Okay, that I believe. But you don't.
Yeah. Cough, cough.
His accent can be a little thick.
Yeah, exactly. Ooh. That's that one. All right.
You were showing the sketch to.
I was asking the cops, like, do you guys have a sketch artist on hand? We got a sketch of somebody that we probably want to proliferate a little bit.
What's the sketch of?
Goblin.
A goblin individual who may or may not be connected to what was going on here, based on testimony from somebody else who showed. I'm not sure where she is. Kalina still around? Or?
Kalina and Dumas are like kind of off to the side, but they're still in the area.
Yeah, based on some things she said over there, or this individual may be connected to the group, some kind of fence or supplier, maybe.
Well, we don't really need a sketch artist for that.
Well, I figured we wanted to get the word out. We're looking, but
Well, how many goblins could there be, right?
Well,
In a town like this?
what I'm trying to say is, I know who that is.
oh well, shit.
Oh, well, then, by all means.
Yeah. Has the street name of Scuzz. Has a list
Also,
of,
these street names.
a list as long as my arm in terms of dealings.
Oh, and you wouldn't say there's a bounty on him, would you?
Yeah.
You heard that, Mr. T?
Ah. I hope it's one good enough to split.
Oh, and but we're splitting everything 50-50, so it's good enough to split regardless. I guess we should go let Sister Viola know that we don't need Sister Agnes.
Well, I mean, you still probably want Sister Agnes just to see what she knows, because just because this guy would talk to her doesn't mean she doesn't have her own connections.
That's fair. That's fine. We'll keep in line. See, I knew having you around was a good thing.
Was that in question?
Yeah.
I see.
No, what are you talking about? You guys are super handy. Super handy.
The bounty is 30 platinum.
Holy shit.
Hasn't done,
If he wasn't busy- if he
done
wa-
anything murder. He just has enough connections that if we get him, we can get a whole number of other things.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Well, if he wasn't a criminal, he is now.
So, where does
I
his
do believe I
usual
saw him
hangout?
take candy from a baby once.
Usual hangouts, well,
Sounds like an asshole. I suggest we arrest him forthwith.
Wait. I got to get information from him first. You're gonna arrest him after I get what I need. And we'll turn him in and we'll hand him over as soon as we get what we need out of him. Mr. T here will use force if necessary.
well,
Keyboards, if you will.
recently, there's been sightings over in the east of here, given that say the city needs to be is needing a bit more repair than some of the others. We obviously haven't been able to find them.
I mean, you guys are cops. I mean, no offense, but you guys are looking in cop places. We're gonna go look in the hard to reach places. Behind the couch. In the corner of the room.
We'll check under the cushions.
Oh wait. Also, Kiki, do you think your wife can get rid of this design on my forehead? I mean, I know I could do it, but
You said a design on the forehead?
yeah. She has like the sign of the local church, like face painted on her forehead?
Is that like
You're
a...
touching. Can get rid of
Well, yeah, that's what she said. She knows she could do it herself, but his wife has a cooling touch. You know, get it, put it in. She's a ghost.
ask?
Oh shit, we were doing that all last time.
I guess I'll go ahead and ask her and like, is like your bestest best friend has a request of you.
Oh, bestest best friend. Hanging out with my best friend.
Apparently, you don't roll at disadvantage for skills you don't actually have.
Oh, it's a flat roll.
For you,
Oh, for me. Oh, haha.
because you're a badass, I guess. I don't know.
So you're requesting requesting that your wife remove the
The squiggle from her forehead.
Yeah.
It was a very intricate design.
Can she actually do that? Can she interact with
I used her to play pranks, so I don't know.
Some I'll say. It's kind of up to you what a ghost can do.
Okay.
I guess it's like I'm about to say she's pretty much entirely up to the GM's discretion as to, you know, it's a patron, so.
Okay.
I'll say if the patron feels like doing it, if the patron doesn't feel like doing it.
Hmm. Okay.
I like that. It's like,
So she'll do it. Though when it's removed, there is a little bit of stigmata in this place.
Oh, that's fine. She did it, so I'm okay with it. Then I will go over to Mr. Dumbass. Priest Dumbass. And be like, your daughter has been, your niece, right? Niece? Daughter?
Niece.
Niece has been found. And
Yes.
it's safe. A little crazy. But we're going to circle back to those black gates.
He has an arm around her. Yes, I'm quite aware that she's here.
Yeah. And then we're going to circle back around to those black gates. Obviously, there's something else going on with her that's not safe. All right, that could potentially get out of control. I'm not saying it's a possession of sorts, but definitely this is not her normal from what I've gathered.
I do think that retrieving what was stolen may certainly help the situation. If you're since you've expressed concerns about her health.
Well-being? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, getting the sword is next on the list.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Not doing it for you, but... we'll circle back to the black gates upon my return. She might need to be cleansed with the holy fire.
You'll hear the his niece mumble something about you not knowing anything. Clearly, it's in reference to the comment about the gates.
Yeah. The spot. Ooh! I want to knock on her mental door and go in and see what I see. or hear or read, whatever.
Okay.
And I'm gonna do so by like, hold on one second, Mr. Dumbass. I'm going to take her face
Dumas.
and kiss her. So,
Excuse me.
as I'm blowing into her head.
Okay.
I can hear David just like,
Make me a wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom saving throw. It's not my strongest suit. Wisdom saving throw. Yeah.
It's going to be interesting.
unless you're religious, it usually isn't.
I didn't do too bad.
Do too good, but didn't do too bad.
And I rolled doubles. Can I save my soul somehow? I don't. The warning bond is on. I didn't think I had that.
No, that's not on right now.
Well, I mean, it came up.
That's because it hasn't been unchecked yet.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So I was like confused. Let me make sure.
I'm not the one who does that for you. That's why.
Oh, okay. Okay. So it's just an 18.
But we haven't been together for more than 5 minutes right now, so I haven't had a reason to turn it on. And I'm basically out of mana, so I'm not sure I can turn it on.
6, 4, 6, 2. I don't know what I get with that now. But like, go and do the stop points because I don't think that's gonna help me any anyway.
Yeah, they don't really have one saving throws.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Pretty
can I
much
use it
already
to
has
sway the
stuff
crowd?
That's up to you and the GM. Up to the GM.
What was that, Brian?
What are you swaying?
I'm swaying them to the finer points of lesbianism.
the preacher?
And then sway the crowd. So I guess Mr. Dumbass is part of it.
Sepulchre not found.
What? Did it say Sabaku not found?
Subwoofer not found.
I was like, wait.
I honestly thought it just said seppuku not found. I was like, oh,
I was like, wait, hold on.
quit trying to take the pussy way out.
I don't know if you guys unplugged it or what, but it's been saying that all weekend.
Oh,
Don't
it
worry,
might have come unplugged.
I like this.
Just means it needs to be synced back up again, which is fine.
I mean, you guys are putting in a box at it soon anyway.
Yeah, so I didn't worry about it.
And
Okay.
normally it only does it when you first turn it on, so.
Just so you guys know, you guys are going to have to reset up the Smart TV.
Yeah, you mentioned that because you had to redo several of your accounts.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I will have to.
Oh, you're definitely going to vaporize this. I know for a fact that I seriously have the adventure account.
Oh, no. You know, I was looking for a specific thing.
Oh,
And I'm not able to completely find
Does it have to do with the kiss?
the, no.
Oh, that would be much more exciting.
I feel like he's about to cast something at you for daring to.
Okay. You said you rolled 18 plus 19? Okay, cool.
It's an 18. The plus one was warding bond, which was...
that doesn't apply.
Yeah, it doesn't.
Okay.
That's why I was very confused. I was like, why is this on the sheet? It's just an 18.
Okay. You sense a, for her term, a storm inside her mind.
Yeah, you.
And you're going to, and you mentioned you were approaching this. You're basically kind of seeing what looks like the boundary of like a like, you know how like if you look at a tornado, it's just kind of a swirl of like wind and kind of gray, maybe some color.
Mm-hmm.
It's like that. And since you mentioned you wanted to peek in, you're gonna go and try to peek in. You begin walking through it. You hear sounds, indistinct sounds, possibly voices. But it's really soft, really kind of soft. As you go in further, you know how in shows where you have overlapping newscasts whenever, and it generally kind of resolves into English if it's like a U.S. show.
Yeah.
It's like that, except it's not doing the resolving part. It's just like this overlapping voices of different languages, and you're beginning to see a darkness, and then
Does that look familiar?
mm, not off the top of your head. Let's see. You guys what, level 13?
Well,
Oh, okay.
We're almost level 13.
yeah, we're close. I don't think we...
Probably about the end of this mission we will be.
We're at the gate.
Yeah, because it looks like 113,000 and change out of 120.
Okay. You're not even seeing a gate at this point. You're just seeing kind of that kind of material, like kind of like swirling and webbing around obscuring mental pathways and things of that nature. And the eyes look at you.
Oh shit. You think I will learn from the last time?
You would think.
Oh no, the thing that always happens.
I
The things
didn't
that always
think.
happen. Just happened.
But Dylan probably wouldn't have thought that this was like the last time. She was like, maybe she's just crazy. You know.
Don't
Some
worry,
minor
just gotta go back to
possession going on. Might go in there and find a ghost in his underwear.
You take 99 psychic damage.
Holy fuck!
I am down. I just dropped to the ground.
You said 90?
99.
99 psychic damage. I don't know if as what you are, you have resistance to psychic damage.
I
But
think you do.
Yeah, hold on, let me see. I think I did.
Jesus fish.
Let me double check.
I think I would not even massive damage. That would be,
Oh, I forgot. I have advantages on wisdom saving throw. I need to remember that for next time. Yeah, resistance to psychic damage.
okay.
So that only becomes 50 psychic.
This becomes 50.
Jesus. That is fucking crazy.
You hear these sounds in the distance of the mindscape. It sounds like large doors, straining and squeaking as if they're large, like metal doors.
Like something's trying to get out, or like the doors are open and somebody's walking through.
It's as if like maybe a door is ajar and it's someone pushing and pulling against it, trying to widen it further. In terms of like the sound
Okay.
that you're hearing, are you wanting to stay in this mindscape? Okay.
No. She breaks the kid and clutches her head as she falls to her knees.
In the heartbeats of that moment, as you are withdrawing from like the abyssal black kind of strands that have the eyes in them, tethers of darkness with what looks like fingers protruding from them or moving towards you as you're withdrawing yourself. Can you make me another wisdom saving throw?
Yeah, I have them at advantage now.
Yes.
I remember that. I didn't roll so well this time. It's still checked as what? I could have sworn I unchecked it. What the hell? Let me come back down here. But it's a 12. It's a 12. I don't think I did. It's not checked.
Okay.
You see, it's not checked, right? But it's still popping up. I don't know if I did something.
Go up.
See?
Oh.
Oh.
As
Ah,
It's still checked there.
Oh, I didn't know that it was checked in two places.
As the fingered tethers get closer to you, trying to grab you,
Oh, no.
you feel a pressure on you, like mentally, and while it doesn't actually make contact with you, the attempt to make contact with you will do 67 psychic damage.
So, do I have
Yeah,
that?
yeah, I think you have resistance. You can
67,
add that.
and that's like, yeah, I go down. I just straight up collapse. I'm out. I'm. This is 67, that turns to 34, right?
67, yeah, 34.
So that takes me to below 0.
I'm gonna look over it. I'm gonna look over
I don't think
it.
you can't go
I'm
lower
gonna
than
look
0.
over,
Well, then it takes me to 0.
Right.
I'm gonna look over at Ash and was like, oh, what's a fancy trick? How'd you do that?
That wasn't me.
Oh, then. Is she dead?
Better not be.
Let me check the quartermaster manual to see what I do in case.
I got it.
Demas was about to heal her. Okay.
Well, she's gonna need more than I can do, but I blew my last 2 mana getting her stable at all.
I have a weapon.
And I am officially tapped.
I can transfer you some of my mana.
I know you can steal some of my mana.
I know it doesn't work that way. Well, it doesn't say you can't use my mana.
If it's saying I can't either.
Oh, well, I mean... Oh, plus 26. It'll bring me up to 37. She, like, takes a deep breath, like... Lock her up! Lock her up! Oh, my God.
Did she
Oh,
attack you?
oh, no. Yes. There's something in her. Something somewhere in this. Lock her up.
So, lock her up because something's in her brain.
Can we not make a scene right now?
Okay, sorry. I'm sorry, Mr. Dumbass. If I were you, I would
You're
lock her
not.
knees up. You don't have to lock her up behind bars, but lock her up. I mean, secure her in a tower far away from people with tons of lights and eyes on her 24/7.
Okay, that always does well.
Oh, yeah. No windows necessary.
Oh, even better.
Hey! I will knock on his mental door and tell him what the fuck I saw.
Okay.
When she falls down again, I'm gonna laugh my ass off.
I'm not. I'm knocking. I did have permission to have.
Are you allowing her to do this?
I usually do, unfortunately.
Okay. You get
These levels of
kinda-
exhaustion are gonna be hilarious.
You get a
That's right, you take 1 exhaustion for dropping.
Oh, yeah.
glimpses of again kind of these like the visual strand stuff. Can you can you make me a wisdom saving throw, please?
Save versus Cthulhu, you got it.
David's like, I don't even need to do anything. The party kills itself.
I don't know about the party. It's, just numbnuts are.
I'm sharing what I witnessed so people don't think I'm crazy, okay?
Introducing for 2023 the new self-killing party.
I think you did.
That is amazing. I love it.
Demas gave you 26 HP. Yeah.
Yeah, I added. That brought me up to 37.
Okay.
I have a potion to finish me on. Bada batch.
Or we can just do the smart thing and actually take a long fucking rest.
No. We gotta get this goblin.
You'll take.
You're out of healing. I'm out of mana. I'm at less than half health. I'm at almost a third health.
I have a couple bottles of heal.
I
Yeah.
got potions, but I don't think we need to use them right now.
I'm gonna need the captain's okay to use a potion on them if they drop. But if the captain drops, then I can't get her okay.
You'll catch 22.
It's funny.
You'll take a mere 20 points of psychic damage as you have done the done the equivalent of like kind of bringing your arms up in a shielding fashion, as far as mentally goes, to this. I'll phrase it as echo of what.
So
Right?
you take one.
No, I was struck just curiosity what my current percentage of health was.
Why is our captain out here trying to fight the fucking Shadow King?
But yeah, just down to here, down at 16% health. Thank you.
13 is better. That's okay. We'll add 13. Take that. 6.
Yep, that was a quarter of the damage you
Oh, that's a quarter. Oh, okay. That's
so due to the circumstance, it was half, and then you actually made the save.
yeah.
So,
Ow.
Now you see I'm not getting crazy.
I never said you were crazy. I just said, locking her ass in a tower, never works out well.
Well, I mean, I don't know what else to do. I gotta go find the sword, and hopefully
Clearly she needs help.
Hopefully that can.
you shouldn't make requests like that.
Maybe that's like what?
Yeah, that was Kalina speaking up.
Make requests like what? To lock you up in a tower far away from all civilization?
Yeah, that's kind of my point. But
You're fine. You're right. You know what? You stay with your uncle. You guys do you. We're gonna go catch up with Sister Viola and go get the goblin so we can hopefully neutralize you. Not you, but the thing inside of you. If it's okay with you, of course. If you wish to keep it, far be it for me to want to get rid of it if it's like your new best friend. You know. So instead of turning to ash, I would keep it out. But you know what? You got the town city guards here, and they'll take very good care of you. They'll keep you safe and protect it. And like she's like saying this as she's like slowly backing up, and everything.
Only took a little over 100 and some odd points of damage for her to get the point.
I'm just glad you were resistant.
Yes, I am glad too. that would have been very bad. Yeah, so we're gonna go find a cure. And you think about it and decide if you want it or not. And if you don't, that's between you and your uncle. She's gonna turn to him and it's like, if I were you, I would start praying. And yeah, she's gonna walk away after that.
What do you think I've been doing?
Yeah, you're gonna add some holy water to it, some sage, something, some chains, cold dark corner. Yeah. Far be it from me to tell you what to do. She's a nice girl, though. I'm sure. She's gonna like grab Mr. T and like run off. Like, come on, we have to go catch it.
I thought you sent Mr. T to go stop Sister Viola.
And then I said never mind because we need her regardless. Yeah.
No, sorry. Kyoki's gonna be like, so, what next, Captain?
But the captain left.
I think Sarah just ran off.
Yeah, she's gonna go get the goblin. I mean, you guys are more than welcome to join her in going after the goblin.
I think technically we're still on the clock.
Well, the goblin is a wanted criminal, so I don't know. But
Oh yes, we're supposed to be providing security for the festivals.
Oh, yeah.
This was all part of that.
Oh, yeah.
You just say we're Brink security.
No, we are security.
Oh, I thought you said we were Brink security. I was like, fucking awesome.
Given the situation, the watchmen that are here, and more specifically, well, not Captain Derrigan specifically, but the guards watch that is here, is going to to mention if you give any kind of indication that you're not doing it because of that. Given Skuzz's connections, and the disruption that it's caused, if anything, with Other Damas's niece wandering around, which you'll get the sense from the Watchman that there's a bit of mortal concern with that. That dealing with that would ultimately not just help the festival, but Corvus' security.
Okay, so you want us to continue pursuing this then?
Yes, if anything,
You're welcome.
the Powder Rats do seem to have some kind of link to the situation, since they were at the cathedral. If not for that, then something else.
Alright, well, in that case, Father, ma'am,
Why aren't you dead?
It really wants you dead, and I feel like this is something you should look into.
Who is that saying that?
Kalina.
Uh,
I mean, almost everybody wants me dead. You have to be a little bit more.
Hmm.
If it's not the helmet, it's racism. So
you are, I must say, Kyoki's going to look and he's like, and I thought people didn't like me.
No, I still don't like you.
Yes,
No,
but
we
you
love
know,
you.
I have significantly less people trying to murder me.
Facts.
You two, on the other hand, almost make me feel like I'm not criminally enough.
you're
I guess
welcome.
Guess I need
Wait,
to up
did
my
you say that
game.
we make him feel like he's not?
We almost make him feel like he's not a criminal, because of how much people.
Oh, that's fair.
People want you dead, and I have a significant lack of that now. You're gonna have to teach me what it is that you do.
Well, in my case, it's I exist.
Yeah, Ash, you gotta teach him what it is that you do.
Okay. So you will catch up with Sister Viola.
Awesome. Sister.
Yes.
Hi.
Hello.
We are gonna go with you.
So for see Sister Agnes.
Yes. If it's okay.
Did Mother Dumas not want aid with his niece?
Funny you should mention aid with his niece. What this, you know what, let's focus on finding the sword first before we get into anything else. I don't think I can handle any more surprises right now.
So, very well done. Is everyone else going with Dylan, or?
We were instructed. It sounded like we were instructed by the constable to do that. What she was investigating / pursuing was what they wanted us to do, since the powder monkeys were or powder rats were.
Powder monkeys.
Well, I mean that's the position on the ship for people who deal with gunpowder. So.
I like that name. You just call them powder monkeys now.
Well, technically, we need to get a powder monkey on the ship. We don't have one.
Does anyone use guns?
Or rather, relevant powder.
The ship has cannons. They're not magical.
I see what you're
I'm thinking of the Spelljammer.
Yeah, you're thinking of the Spelljammer that was using arcane cannons. No, the Sea Ghost has powder cannons.
Yeah.
I haven't had the time or energy or resources to convert them into mana cannons. But yeah, that was what it sounded like he was saying. Was that they wanted us to pursue that route?
Yeah, since there was not only was there a link between the powder rats and the theft, but that given the disturbance it's causing for the church, and he implied Kalina specifically, that it would be a matter of city safety to pursue this.
Yeah. So yeah, it was like we are coming along. We have been indicated that it's a matter of city safety.
Okay. And in that case, when you guys arrive in the cathedral again is mostly repaired. There are still a few damaged sections. But a casual looking around by Sister Viola reveals that Agnes is not in the area.
We're running away, eh?
You yellow bastard, come back and fight.
She could be out blessing the festival.
And where does one go to bless the festival?
In the festival.
Yeah, they do the festival.
Alright, let's go find Sister Viola. Get this shit over with. So we can focus on more pressing matters like darkness consuming one's soul. Pretty sure Father Dumbass would frown on it.
Jamas.
Yeah, only heard what I said.
Where did your markings go, Sister Dylan?
Oh, well, you see, when I went inside her head, and
See,
saw
when
what
I found
I saw,
Jesus,
it did this to me. So this is where we're at.
Just a second.
I could use a deception roll, yes.
Okay. I'm not bad at it.
like how Tristan was like, you didn't have to do that, you just did it. You almost got away with it.
Yeah, see?
Oh, please, if I hadn't joked about it, David would have done it anyway.
I would have. Almost got away with saying.
Well, one moment.
It's text.
Oh, texting?
Mhm.
Okay. Well, given the recent happenings, it wouldn't surprise me if there is a darkness in her that Father Demas was assisting with.
Recent happenings? So, that's the officers seemed wary around her, too.
I'm not the only one.
She and a few others
There's more.
led uprising of mortally challenged Arturian knights against the Inquisitus and the Return of the God King that, fortunately momentarily, held sway over Corvus.
God King? How's a God King?
I heard about this on the news once.
I believe you have to make a history check now, kid.
Yes.
Me or her?
You're the one who mentioned it, not me.
No, that's it. What the hell's a God King?
That's what I'm saying. Like, if you want to know, you
Yeah.
can probably roll a history check.
I was asking.
Oh, they're
if
generally
they-
asking.
Yeah.
A
I was just asking. I wasn't like trying to.
ancient evil that required the power of the Arturian knights and the queen to vanquish.
Well, if they were mortally challenged, I guess that explains why she was surprised to see that I was still breathing.
So the God King's dead now, right?
Well, in theory, he's been dead for 1,000 years.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
I feel
There's
like
not
we
a
should know
problem.
better.
That's good.
Well, I mean, clearly, at least somebody claiming to be him was operating here a couple days ago.
Huh,
That
well,
was probably
at least
tied to that
that's
big
good.
hubbub we ran into in the harbor.
At least that problem's been solved. God King's dead. We can all go and eat dinner. And to be fair, what sort of a God King gets defeated in combat?
No, I guess not a good one.
Yeah, I actually have a decent theory. Do you think he named himself, or do you think other people named him that?
I feel like bad guys always name themselves.
But was he a bad guy, or was he just somebody who's doing something? Everyone called him the God King, and he just kind of rolled with it.
I mean, I guess the world will never know if he's like dead now.
Yeah, he's dead. We'll never see him. Must be over there doing something.
Whether he was bad or not, he was, at least at the time, conducting very bad policies.
Well, it was enough.
Actually, let me see. That's right. I forgot. He comes from my hometown. You might actually know who he is. And you're not good at history? Let's see.
Oh yeah, I didn't think he came from Japan.
Well, it's a subsidiary country. Okay. Like Johnson and Johnson, and like the baby wipes of Johnson and Johnson.
Well, whatever the God King's true loyalty is the fact that the queen of the time had to deal with it tells me all I need to know.
I don't know shit about him. What the hell's a god?
What the hell's a king?
The fuck's a commie?
But after the incident, the more recent one, not the God King one. Father Dumas has been tending to his niece's health. She seemed to be doing fairly well up until
Recently?
yes, with her leaving like she did. It happened around the time, maybe shortly after, of the break-in at the cathedral.
Somebody broke into the cathedral. She started, having weird things going on with her head.
Yeah. Not just weird. Not just weird.
Previous experience tells me something was probably unearthed that shouldn't have been, and she got caught in the backlash.
Sister, is there anything that you could possibly do to aid her, given that you come from an area with different practices?
Yeah, trust me, you don't want me doing what I want to do to her. No, I won't know until I get more information.
That doesn't sound sketchy at all.
That's it, yeah. I need more to go on. I can't just click my heel 3 times and
Well, yeah, so she's as cursed as we've been, recently been led to believe in the last 20 minutes. Yeah, research is probably key. In fact, it sound breaks up the pen and paper again. Send a telegram over to Farron.
Right?
It's like, hey, look at hey, welcome to shit involving this temple or the God King in the last hour, 2-3 weeks. Encountered a girl who has some kind of ancient darkness thing stuck in the back of her head. If we're gonna decurse that, we need more information. And flick the little paper crane out to.
That's fine.
And I'll give him something more to do while he's checking in with his bosses or whatever he's doing over there.
Mr. T will speak up. Well, if Agnes isn't going to be very easy to find, I believe one of those guardsmen mentioned that the Skez character had recently been hanging out in the abandoned / repaired area of the city.
Yes. So let's put our forces there because science.
All right. Well, I guess that means we're going to the slums.
They really do need more charitable donations.
Oh yeah, sure they do.
There we go.
Just don't look this way.
Oh, you're all about throwing your money around.
Hey, yeah. I'm most definitely all about throwing my money around. You are not wrong there. But I have a child now to think about. And I gotta send her to school and make sure that she's well taken care of before I can worry about putting my life on the line for other people. What is she gonna do when I'm gone?
Well, if you'll give me a moment before you leave.
I was dropping 50 platinum into the poor box.
Oh, you meant for them. Oh, yeah, I won't do
Cicerello will return shortly with a pouch of a soft gray and white material. It does have the emblem of Moro on it. Bag is about the size of a fist and has what looks like silver silken drawstrings on it. Sister Dylan.
Yes.
If you're going to be heading into that area anyway, here is some coin from the church that you can.
Oh no! No! I could not accept this.
But your duties.
I'll handle it on her behalf.
Sister we'll glance over more acknowledgement that shed something, but turn our focus back on to Dylan. I know you said that you were new, but surely you have aided with the less fortunate before.
Yes, but I had given my own money, not money from the church. I couldn't possibly do that.
You're not the one who was Godnet. Godnet. It is me giving it to you and telling you to follow on with the faith of Moro.
Yeah.
Okay, she'll hand you the bag.
Dilly dilly.
The bag will contain 500 silver.
That's the software it needs to go.
Oh, should I feel like to hand it out to particularly needy?
Oh, well, yeah, well. It's too good.
Since you were going into the area anyway. After Sister Villa leaves, Mr. T will comment. Ah, well, are you actually planning on being so charitable?
Yeah. I can't accept this. Who do I look like? I have many things, but a thief ain't one. Why? Were you expecting me to keep it? Mr. T.
I was expecting you to possibly be the mistress of the Red Sea.
Oh, that does sound kind of nice, doesn't it? But I am. To people who actually deserve me to be the mistress of the Red Sea. Not to people who are in need of money. You don't take from the homeless. Like, it's not very polite.
In this case, I think you'd be taking from the church.
Who are giving away to the homeless. So I would still be taking from the homeless.
That's that you have a good head on your shoulders.
I try. Surprisingly, unlike some people, I've had a really decent upbringing.
Okay, what do you guys want to do? Right now you're at the cathedral.
Yeah, we're going to, the side of town where what's his face is supposed to be hanging out.
Okay, is that what everyone else is wanting to do too?
Sticking to her,
Yeah.
Do I want to do it? No. We're doing it anyway? Yes.
Okay. After traveling a bit across the city, you will find an area that is largely abandoned and in disrepair. And when I say abandoned, I mean it's more abandoned by folks who don't have to be here. Even then, the impoverished population, while there does seem to be some existent here, seems to be lower than what you would expect. If you're wanting to look around for anything suspicious and that could be kind of a hideout, you can either make me a perception or investigation roll.
I think I'm doing that.
This will be a group check.
Okay. Let's see. Either way. They're both with you. Oh.
They said a group chat?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I had heart when I made my roll.
Faith of the Heart. Did I miss some rules?
I haven't posted mine yet. And Brian hasn't posted his yet either.
I
Working on
posted
it.
mine. I
Trying
think
to
it's
find
pretty.
mine right now. Let's do perception. Right.
I did such a pretty roll.
There we go. Hey, stun points. No,
Nice.
the stun points for perception. At 3. Does this count as exploration?
That's what I was counting it as, at least. Made the most sense.
Yeah.
Advantageous positioning and deep search.
Okay. In that case, within 45 minutes, you'll find a abandoned steamjack facility that has had a few telltale markings of unusual disturbance, as would have noticed. However, for you, Kyoki, you do notice some markings of the good old thieves' cant, which is a bit more notable to you. That being said, during your 45-minute search/investigation of the area, you did shoot. How did I do this? Used to do this for you. Fine. There are in groups, mind you, not like individuals. Let's scatter through groups. 354 individuals with ragged clothes, clearly using the debris of the area to keep them sheltered from weather. Some looked like they had been poisoned by the unusually virulent rodentia that some of you guys encountered earlier.
Poor guys.
Yeah.
Guys.
What?
1 second.
I will start handing out the money.
Okay, for a second there, I thought you were going to mention that, and I was going to assume you kept it.
No,
Should
no,
not have been allowed to keep that.
I wouldn't have kept it anyway. There's nothing in Dylan's personality that says that she would keep money.
Okay, how would you like to?
So it's 300, right?
You were given 500 silver.
500 silver.
But the combined clusters of people that you guys would have encountered would have totaled up to 354 people.
Okay, so 354. Somebody do the math. Out of 500. Is there an orphanage in this area?
Point 708. But
So in theory, everybody would get 1 silver and 4 copper.
is there an orphanage in the area? It's no, not in this area.
So 1 silver, 4 copper. That's everybody gets money.
If you're giving it to everybody, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, then let's do it. I apologize. I don't have my pen.
You'll get many thanks as you are going through. Is anyone else doing anything?
Yeah, 1 second.
Mr. T is looking uncomfortable.
What's the matter, Mr. T?
Mm. This this is the reason why I don't uh, go near any recently ransacked places.
Well, if we don't do it, nobody else will. So, fortunately, it's fallen onto us to make sure these people are comfortable and safe.
Mm-hmm.
They try to use antidotes and healers kits for the poison and treating injuries that they can, and donating one GP to each.
Okay. Of the people who were infected,
And if the healer's kit can't do it, then we use the lesser restoration.
well, I'll just let you know about the quantity of people. 42, which is a small amount compared to the sheer volume of people that are here, but it's 42 people that are succumbing from the
Virulence.
bites.
Yeah.
Are you wanting to like less restoration all those people, or
I'm lesser restoration the ones I can,
okay?
and again, the ones I can't do that with, and I'm trying to do it with medicine check, and with
Okay.
the again, so I mean the lesser restoration for like the really really bad off ones that the medicine kit can't treat with
Okay. In which case, there were only 5 people who have severe cases, so you can mark off the mana accordingly.
Okay. That would literally be all the mana I got back from the potion. Awesome.
As for everyone else, if you guys are waiting for Ash to finish this, you would have enough time for a short rest.
Okay, sounds good to me.
Damn it. I can't take a short rest. I'm too busy being. And I'm the one who needs it.
The needs of the many.
Yep.
Ash is such a good man. I hope I can be like him when I grow up.
Emotional strength, compassion. I'm playing the character.
I hope I can be like him when I grow up.
So do I. I hope you can be like him.
Okay. Well, with that short rest over, if people are wanting to continue, they can. If they feel they need to do something else, they can too.
We will continue.
Okay, is everyone wanting to continue?
Sounds good to me.
Ash?
Yeah.
What?
I mean, I've done all I can here, literally, so. They got a gold piece, they got a band-aid, they got a... That should, set them up for, like, if I remember right, that's like 2 weeks at the end if they're not being crazy.
Yeah.
That should be enough to, get them back on their feet.
Let's not get crazy. Okay.
That's, in theory, enough time to find, jobs in the reconstruction or whatever.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
Okay. Are we approaching and entering the Jackworks area? The cavernous interior of this abandoned Jackworks is, to your eyes anyway, a burned-out maze of rusted industrial debris. Thick chains and twisted cables sag from the rafters, like vines reclaiming a jungle ruin. They snake between towering vats that once held molten metal, and assembly gantries where lumberjacks were crafted. The corroded hulks of unfinished machines hang alongside unattached limbs, boilers, I believe it was coal engines, armored plates, tools. All this making the factory resemble nothing more than a bizarre iron labyrinth. Throughout the building, the collapsed remains of raised walkways and conveyors choke what narrow paths remain. The sound sound in the distance wails as wind blows through this building of twisted metal. From what you saw outside Kyoki, the symbol on this place was indicative of either a fixer or an info champ.
Okay.
For those this matters to, with the collection of damage and general environs, the effective light level is dim.
I'm pretty sure the party doesn't want me making light, so I'll work with it.
Now we care about being silent.
Being silent, I'm always silent.
Just dying from psychic damage all the time.
Yeah, it's a little different.
Silently dying psychically.
It can't be helped. I got good information this way.
I feel
I
like
get
that
good
could have totally have
information.
been helped.
No, I'm saying I get good information this way. So you're welcome. I mean, sure, yeah, it's a little rough. Hurts a lot. But at the end of the day, I get some pretty decent intel. And I, for one, think the intel gathered to save lives are far more important than the intel, not gathered. Unless I'm the only one that thinks this way.
I don't know if you're funny, maybe you are.
And I'm like, okay, I guess I am the only one that thinks this way.
I'm sorry, I'm still mad.
Okay. She gave a speech about how her sacrificing her well-being and health was far more important than not when it's in the pursuit of saving lives. Pretty much.
Oh, sure. But there's, being self-sacrificing and then being an idiot.
Hey! Hey!
I didn't say you were, I just said that.
Well, I'm not. Just FYI.
I'm not calling you an idiot. I'm just saying that, people who do that tend to be.
Hey, at the end of the day, we have gathered more intel to save her than probably we would have. If I hadn't done what I did.
Okay. Are you guys gonna try to proceed through, see if you can find this
Yes.
this skeleton goblin person?
Yes. She's gonna keep going. In fact, at some point she might go, Marco, and hopes that he's one of the dumb ones that go Polo.
Okay. as you guys go through, there will be sounds of shifting change, which may have been blown just by wind. Sounds of metal clattering in different areas, both near and far.
I don't believe that. Again, I definitely pictured my death many times. So dying in a haunted warehouse was not how I saw it ended. Not that I'm scared of haunted warehouses because, like, your wife is pretty awesome. But you know.
There is suddenly a thunderous sound to the west, 10 feet away, and to the north, 7 feet away, as the sound of metal snapping reaches your all of your ears, and you'll see see from above, due to the moving shadows at your feet, that one of the large metal, for the term, buckets, casks that held the molten metal has broken free from its dilapidated holdings and is tumbling down towards the group. Its diameter enough to, depending on how it hits, if it just flattened, it would certainly act like a fairly solid cage, as if you were ants under a cup. How would you guys like to handle the oncoming object?
So it's falling towards us.
Yes.
Correct.
I'm assuming Dex save.
So it's not so much acting as a trap, so much as an obstacle that you're encountering, which is why I asked how you guys want to deal with it.
Let's see. Let me take a look at my sheet.
Can I cast Dragon's Breath to, like, push it off course?
Dragon's Breath, is it like a gust thing?
In your case, that's you shooting a blast of lightning from your mouth.
Well, yeah, but maybe they're strong enough to push it off course is what I'm thinking.
I'm not saying you can't try it. I'm just reminding you that it is lightning. That you know, lightning's not necessarily known for its kinetic
properties. Yeah. Oh, I wasn't sure. I mean, I could do the whole adage and cast fireball.
That's also not known for its knockback.
You can give it a shot if you're wanting to try to melt through it or work it.
Oh, maybe Thunder Wave? I don't know.
That actually has a knockback component, and also it runs the risk of damaging everybody around you.
Well, I'm doing it upwards instead of out, right?
Yeah, because it's a 10-foot cube originating from... Yeah, so if you put your arm up, you could, in theory...
Yeah, so I'm doing it upwards.
Okay. I'm listening to you.
Assuming that this isn't a dex check, I'm just going to kind of misty step out of the way.
Okay.
I'm gonna...
If you're gonna misty step, then yeah, you can just avoid the situation.
That was a level 1 spell.
Kyoki blurs out of the area.
Fine, Kiki, just leave the rest of us here to die.
I'd assume. Can I take someone with Misty Step? I didn't.
No, Misty Step is just you.
Yeah. But I'm gonna try to shove it off course with Thunder Wave.
I don't think you've learned it yet. No, I don't have Dimension Door yet. So.
I think I got it.
What level is Thunder Wave?
I just did one because it was just the gate.
One.
Yeah. So knock out 2 mana.
Yep, already did.
The closest I can do, you said this is molten stuff falling on us, right?
No, it's a giant metal thing.
that had contained molten stuff in the past.
Huh. Hey, do you think bumping blade would work on that?
Well, I mean, it's falling versus moving under its own power. Because isn't bumping blade the thing where if it moves, it takes extra oomph?
No, I hit something and it goes 10 feet in a direction away from me.
Okay.
As part of an action to cast a spell, you make a melee weapon attack against. It says one creature, but I don't know if you would allow it against something like this.
Yeah, it'd be fine against something like this. Okay.
Wait, we gotta see if mine was successful first.
Yeah, you could use it like in tandem.
Are you wanting to use it in tandem?
It'd probably make it a bit easier to work if we do it in tandem.
I mean, I feel like I got it. I feel like I was good enough.
So it crushes you.
Yeah, well, we won't. If it crushes me, then you can just go, ha, I got you.
I'm not a healer. I'm a warlock. What are you talking about?
No, I'm talking about like, you can cast your thingy-majiggy and be like, I got you. Like if I flub, is what I'm saying. If I fucks up.
Okay. You nudge it partially out of the way.
Yeah, partial is better than not, right?
As its mere moments from impacting the ground, Kyoki comes in with the bumping blade, moving it a bit more. Ash, are you doing anything?
Yeah, Ash is doing two things. Going to his back to convert the sheath into its rifle stage, as we're going to go for 3 Eldritch Blasts, which do force damage. I don't have the invocation that gives it the knockback, but force damage is saying they've already partially deflected it, might be worth something.
Okay.
As I'm doing that, left hand is coming up to shove Diddlin clear.
Aww.
Okay.
One shot, 2 shots. Yeah, okay, so I got a good shot.
Okay. Between the Thunder Wave, the Bumping Blade, and the 4 shots, the large cask for molten molding is shoved to the side, tumbles and pulls a little bit, bumping into a set of equipment, causing a crashing noise as the upper torso of a laborjack partially crashes down on it, being held cantedly by a remaining chain.
And now, given that we've made all that racket, you can actually draw the sword and let the radiant blade actually light the room. So there's no point being stealthy now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, okay, what the fuck?
You're already loud assholes. So.
Also, help Dylan up since I
Yeah.
just gave her a shield for good stuff.
Okay.
Right.
Thanks for the save.
Just doing my job.
Hi, that was no, it's pretty good effort from all of you.
Well, we've been working together as a team for quite some time. Although I wouldn't say it was a job to save me, but that's just me.
If any of you got trapped in that old bucket, I would have been able to work your way out of it. I've been working with metal for a long time. It's just harder stone.
Would you rather I have said the other thing? I'm still doing a favor for your dad? I mean...
Oh yeah, that's not any better.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
You were bodyguard or something?
No, I don't need a bodyguard. It's like saying I need a babysitter.
Seemed pretty bodyguardy to me.
It's not. We are teammates, and we do things for each other as teammates.
Hired by your father?
He was not hired by my father.
I was asked to help her with what she needed help with.
Ah,
Presumably that means keeping her alive long enough to actually get to accomplish what she needs help with.
there, I thought you just were a treasure hunter.
I have many hats. Thank you very much.
As you guys continue on roaming the abandoned jackwork facility here, is there anything you guys are wanting to like, for instance, you lit your blade? Is there anything you guys are wanting to kind of be prepared for, wary of, what have you?
Yeah, I'm gonna be wary of somebody dropping out at us, and because goblins are technically humanoid, right?
Goblins
Yes.
are humanoid, yes.
I will then hold to pass throws of ecstasy.
Okay.
I'm keeping an eye out for hidden persons, hidden access ways or hatches, smuggler caches. Clearly this guy's operating out of this place, so in theory he has some kind of hidden base here or some kind of hidey hole here or hidden inventory. So it's like you have to keep an eye out for things that do not belong.
Okay. As you wander around, then you can make me an investigation roll. Kyoki, is there anything you're doing?
Let's see, if everybody's looking for that stuff, left. So he's checking for that. I'm not exactly good at looking for that sort of thing. I'm going to, there's a chance, I'm going to check the walls check this area to see if I can see, that thing that we had talked about the messages written that only other people of that caliber can see.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess I'll check for that to see if
Okay.
maybe it's a crafty one.
In that case, you can make a perception roll then.
Okay. Perception. Ooh, I guess I'll do the same thing I did last time.
Okay.
Speedy search and advantageous positioning.
Stein already has food in his thing that he didn't eat.
Okay. You will see markings on the wall that indicates this area either had or once had, given that there are symbols on the wall, a guide to the Undercity.
Aw. Too bad Baron's not here to tease him about going into the Underdark.
No, Undercity.
I know, but it's Undercity, Underdark. I thought it would have been funny to tease him.
No, we both must say, Farron and I agree on that. Underdog can suck it.
Yeah.
You can suck it.
You
And I
can go
mean that
back-
in the nicest of ways.
I'm like, there's nothing in the Underdark until the plot absolutely positively says we have to go there.
I didn't think you were a scaredy cat.
Yes, I am. What part of my fighting style makes you think I'm brave? I literally send my swords to go kill people.
Well, I'm not a fighter, so I wouldn't know.
You are literally a fighter.
What are you talking about?
Yes, I fight from a distance.
No, I'm talking about her. Like, I'm not a fighter. Like, you literally have levels in fighters.
Ash, you you notice rather, areas that um, that have equipment around, or vertical curtains of chain, um, or a cannon partially blocking, which at a glance would just look like it's jumps around. But what you can tell are contain small passageways, like the size that like Usura could get through them, but it's not wide enough for any kind of human non-child to go through.
Non-child, so in theory.
Yeah, I'm gonna say something.
Eating.
Not no honey.
Also, my computer is plugged in. It's not going to.
So non-child means like a goblin-sized creature could fit in there.
Another unit in there, a humanoid child could fit in there.
An alcove there, baby, can fit in there.
Or
I believe that's small.
our
Yeah.
child. I was like,
Yes.
we can go back to the boat and go get the kid.
We are not doing no such thing.
I thought we wanted to train her to see that she can do blah 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 blah.
Listen here, mister. You know what? We
Listen
will
here, don't call
table
me
this
out on what I said you should
conversation for another day. We will not have this conversation in mixed company. No offense, Mr. T.
I like how it's like, don't call me out on the thing I said that was making her.
Friday.
Okay.
I will summon
Goodbye.
my owlbear cub.
Listen, instead.
Call Albert noises.
Call.
And I can leave with it, right?
Yeah, you can link your vision to. You can link your senses to it, so you see what it sees.
All right, I will do such thing and then send it through.
I
Okay.
did something not very frightening.
What's that, honey?
I flew into the seashell and all of the dirt flew into my eye.
It's actually tiny.
Oh, nice.
I thought Brown was gonna help us with our sheets.
No, he will the next time he's over here, honey.
Okay.
Does she have an idea as to where she wants to be at?
Huh? What do you say?
Do you have any idea what you want to be yet?
Yes, a totally trustworthy guy.
That really doesn't
Very.
mean shit in terms of what to put on your sheets.
It's very suspicious, if you ask me.
I'm gonna know where everything is, and I'm gonna be super big brain.
Okay.
That at least helps inform something.
No, I'm
Gotcha.
not very good at directions, but like he can follow my lead. We won't get lost.
That's kind of good.
That's
Mhm.
kind of good.
Mm-hmm. I actually have a 5-star rating.
Mm.
Yeah, a pretty big deal.
Anyway,
As you're
Go to your
beginning to share your senses, you and everyone else nearby, like within 15 feet, beyond the equipment and the chains of this Admirfian place, you'll hear tap, 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 shifting of chains, tap.
go check that out.
Okay. We're checking that out. In order to safely navigate through to get to where that sound's coming from, I will need either an acrobatics or an athletics roll, depending on how you're wanting to navigate through. For you, Dylan, are you wanting to respond to that sound, or are you focusing on the tapping sound, or are you wanting to focus on?
What is the tapping sound like? Sounded like? Is it like some type of code?
It doesn't sound like Morse or anything like that.
Okay. So yeah, I would be like, is somebody looking into that tapping?
We may or may not be able to respond to you, considering depending on how far your coat got, all your eyes and ears are.
Oh, okay. Well, that's fair.
Kyoki, is there anything you're wanting to do? Because
I thought you could ask us telepathically, and then we could respond that way.
Because right now we have Ash going off to investigate a sound, Dylan sense merged with her owl bear cub. Is there anything that you're wanting to do?
Nothing I can think of at the moment. Just kind of, I guess, if Ash went wandering off, then I guess keep an eye on Dylan while she's, channeling over here.
Ash, you are able to successfully navigate the area, avoiding getting entangled in chains or having anything shift and cause things to fall or anything of that nature.
I did not know.
Can I?
1 second, I can get it. It's in the back of the PlayStation there, since Matt took his.
Can I get a perception roll when you get it?
Yeah.
You can deal with it.
It's like it didn't look like it was plugged in, so I don't think we're actually using it.
Oh yeah, I just plugged it in.
1 second.
Perception. That's 40. Hi! How much? I've been hardly able to pet something.
Very.
Yeah. She yells at me each time I do, or she pushes him out of the way.
Oh damn! Okay. You will see this person,
Who will see?
Ash.
Oh! Hello, Eliana.
Oh, hi, I, was just, curious about the city and found myself in here. I was trying to find my way out, but, hi.
Hi, you are really lost. Alright, you come over here with the rest of us, or you get more lost or tangled up or something.
She'll follow you.
Make sure to hold chains out of the way for her.
Kyoki, you will see, Ilana, the person who helped out last adventure.
Okay.
The druid we hired.
Now for the Elber Cub. The passageway is quite small, though it is a bit spacious for the Elber Cub.
Mm-hmm.
As it's moving through, there are some dangling chains, a few spiky protrusions of things that, if one wasn't careful, he'd get stabbed by and possibly get tetanitis from. But as your Elber Cub is shifting and moving around, I will need a dexterity save to see if it doesn't get caught up in any wayward things that made their way inside of the passageway.
It's loading. It is loading. That it tried so hard.
Okay. It's found its back paw entangled
Oh no.
in a bit of chain. How would you like your Albert Cub to respond, assuming that you have any kind of communication with it?
I do. I think I do. Oh yes, my companion. I will then have it look at its leg that it's chained and talk it through on freeing itself.
Can I either get an animal handling roll from you or a athletics roll from the Albert Cub? Either one. It depends on whether it's just kind of yanking or if you're, telling it more precisely what to do. Animal handling of 10?
Yeah.
Okay. It takes a little bit of time.
Yeah.
But you're able to kind of get it through. With that, it's been about 5 minutes. For those back with the her body, so to speak. There is a creaking noise followed by several tiny noises that sounds like maybe nuts and bolts are falling and hitting a few things. There will then be a cracking sound.
Coming from above?
Cracking sound? The cracking sound is actually not coming from above, but coming from the southeast beyond some equipment.
Brian, you can restore your HP to full.
Oh,
Okay. My HP should be at full, I thought.
I'm seeing it with 65 72. That's.
Okay.
do you have Ileana do something?
Yeah, I'm asking Ileana to drop a healing spirit. That's what those are.
Okay. Then I'll go ahead and take care of that then.
With that sound, you are then feeling a shifting in vibration under your feet, and if you and Ileana are back, Ash, you'd be feeling that as well. It looks like the tiling of the floor is rumbling and beginning to fall away. It's not happening like a pit trap. You're seeing like random areas of the floor seemingly rattle and fall into some beneath area that is increasing in rate.
Mentally. What the fuck is going on?
Floor's collapsing. You might want to come back.
Wait.
Your elbow cub has just gotten free and is still traveling.
I can't.
I will.
That's still in the process.
I'll just take her by the shoulder and pulling her clear the hole.
Right. What was that, Kyoki?
I was about to say I was going to do something similar, but I was like, okay, sweet, he's got it.
You might want to grab Ileana. I'm not sure if she's.
Yeah, that's kind of her head's moving back, back and forth, seemingly trying to kind of figure out what's going on.
Nice. I'm like, okay, sweetheart, time to go.
How are you guys wanting to escape the what appears to be collapsing floor?
Are we talking like a rapid collapse or just like a small area collapse?
It is a rapid collapse of seemingly random plates, tiles, of floor, in the area around you guys. So if you were to say where you are at some random interval, up the an area beneath you would fall, and you would consequently fall.
Okay. To use Thorn Whip to grapple and hook us up to a higher tier catwalky type.
Okay, there are like gantries and stuff.
Yeah, they're just gonna yank us up, yank Dylan and I up there.
I believe that's generally the hit roll.
For Thorn Whip, yeah.
Okay. Kyoki, how about yourself?
I'm going to Silver Surfer it, and I'm going to have my 2 Eldritch weapons and kind of have them float underneath me, and I'm going to kind of jump on them using them similar to like skis and just float.
Okay. Can they make an athletic check for your weight?
Can they make an athletics check?
Yeah.
Or you said, or do they?
Make an athletics check.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can do that.
I just generated 3 stunt points. I'm going to throw a setup to him, so that's +2.
Okay, cool. You can get that +2.
Awesome. Good looking out.
Yep.
Right.
How much you want?
I don't know.
You lied. No.
Let's see.
Rebecca Klein is probably still a lot more honest answer than she gave.
Check the medical log if you noted down there.
That's right. I need to pull them up. Hold on. What's the character sheet? Why does my sheet look so different? Oh, there it is.
Use a heating pad or something.
Okay. Right. Cool. Doesn't say anything, so Dex, Con, Charisma. Cool. Right.
It doesn't have any kind of athletics?
Nope, so I'm assuming that's just my strength modifier.
That's just a strength modifier.
With a +2 from setup.
With a +2 from setup, and if you're using both swords, you can roll an advantage.
$3d6 plus 7.
3d6 plus 7? I thought you said you had no strength mod.
Hmm?
I thought you said you had no strength mod.
I don't. These are my swords.
Oh, the swords have a strength of 20.
Yeah. Okay.
Swords have a 20. Must say they have a 20 for everything except for wisdom.
You're able to Silver Surfer your way up to one of the gantries, Mr. T, with some trouble dealing with things breaking on him due to his dense weight, but he is able to kind of use his tools and climb up. Your Thorn Whip, you can Batman yourself up there. As the rest of the floor in the area that you were in, it's like a good 25-30 foot portion. It's not just the 10 feet that you guys were in. Some of the equipment has kind of canted and partially fallen in or completely fallen in, depending on the area. None of you are from Corvus, are you? Or the Republic? No. Okay. In which case, I will describe it as the area of the floor that's collapsed, for those who can see. It looks as if it was perhaps a large mechanical or a large mechanical or a large team jack component that was acting as a floor that then collapsed. That being said, it was holding the equipment fairly well up until, I guess just now.
Art Nation attack.
Hmm?
Does it look like it was rigged to fall when like a certain amount of weight was on it?
That's a very good question. However, all you can see is the passageway of your algorithm.
I like the way David said it.
So maybe somebody else knows.
I thought David was about to say, that is a fantastic question. However, roll initiative. I was like, bullshit, David.
Just get you away.
What she said.
Okay. From what you can tell,
Don't get it.
lie down. Lie down.
Awesome.
Okay, lie down. I don't mind you being here. I just need you to lie down. There we go. Ah!
I don't listen to you.
Go get it.
Okay. It's you see the telltale signs of support disposers
You want a treat?
that were that look like they were keeping the plates above acting as a floor stable, and they have been shifted by it looks as if to your keen elven eye that there was a plate that all the support pins in that area were settled on, and that plate was recently slightly shifted, therefore causing that 25-30 foot area to become unsettled and therefore collapse under the weight of everything. It appears to have been something that had been set up, meaning something else would have had to have been triggered to then shift this heavy metal plate, otherwise it would just shift under regular stress. Therefore, dominoing a number of pins out, causing the collapse.
Can I tell how recently you said the trap system was engaged?
Recently it was engaged.
Well, you said something had to be shifted in order to
Yeah.
collapse, so it's like, can I tell how recently said piece was shifted to...
About 30 seconds to a minute.
So in theory, like, whoever did this, there's a good chance they're still around, or at least close.
Given her roll, it would have corresponded with that heavy kerthunk noise from the southwest area. So likely whatever that was triggered to fall, thus disrupting.
I will see if I can get eyes on the southwest area to see if I can see anybody hiding, trying to kill us.
Okay. Moving over to that area, and you have a pretty good advantage. You're on the gantry. Looking over, you see the torso of a warjack, only having like a drill arm on it. The other arm isn't installed. Having now on the ground, clearly it fell from the chains and wires that were keeping it suspended. So, you see a small flame mechanism that looks like it's rigged to some sort of a Goldberg daisy-chained contraption that goes off into the darkness of the facility.
Yeah, it's a fuse or some equivalent there. And let's see how far I can track that leak and see if I can find any clues on the whoever did this and where they went. Which I don't know if that's still the investigation or switch to survival at that point.
Given the fact that you're trying to follow something with your eyes, I would say either, and given the urban area of it, I would say either investigation or perception, or survival. Any three of them.
Well, that's 6 investigation. Fuck yeah. Two seconds.
Okay.
Make some time here. It's easy.
Well, you are looking at that. Albert Cup.
Albert Cub is ready.
Which direction is sound moving on? It's going through some pathways. It has found some forks. When it finds these forks, are you wanting it to make its own decision, or are you wanting to guide it? If you are wanting to guide it, I would need a either a survivor roll, or if you have any cartographer or navigation kits, you could roll that instead.
Let's let it make its own choice.
Okay. Can it make an either an intelligence or a wisdom roll, depending on if you're wanting it to go through instinct or think? If it actually has something like survival, if it actually has survival, it can roll that.
It just has perception.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Makes its own decision. Goes through another series of stuff. It at some points it feels like it's descending. Other times it feels like it's ascending. It goes through a couple more paths until it finds itself in a enclosed area that has soot darkened, though not completely untransparent, glass on one side. Its feet are clearly on metal. You / the Albert Club could see several other kind of ramshackle makeshift tiny small routes that also lead into this room. So this room clearly has pathways built to it. You see what you see a cot. You see what looks like the construction of a metal bed frame, but no mattress. Looks like it would be for a human king-size bed, but again, no mattress. Mm-hmm. A open trunk full of clothing. Looks like male garments, though there are some female garments strewn around in some areas of the room. Looks like a workbench. And a bit of a railing prior to the smoky glass. In addition, you see this individual. I have him in the girlfriend chat. I can always blow up their image if you'd like.
No.
On a set of set of like a little small portable half staircase that it's on. He's on the top step, looking down through the soot covered glass. There are several cables, some of which look already pulled, that are dangling from the ceiling in that area, and since he's looking up, in a couple other areas in the in this room.
Quickly pass this information on. We are being watched. He can see us from up on his position.
If there's one thing I don't like, it's eyes.
Dylan goes, what? You have eyes.
I have 1 a day invisibility.
Okay.
Gonna kind of look at her with my closed eyes and grin. I'm like, do I?
Yes.
Oh, that's certainly interesting. Hmm.
Indeed.
These people are pretty good, but
Don't say it. Not good enough. Don't say it.
maybe they're trying to look for me and not steal my stuff.
Too bad I can't speak to my owlbear. It'd be so much easier.
Hmm. He pulls on the railing to shift the step stair position, just so we can kind of look at another vantage point.
So he's up though, right?
You know how in those factories you have the
The, like, walkway.
observation / command post. It's like kind of this shell bubble thing.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
I will ask to look up to see if he sees a way up there. If not, I have another plan to go up there.
Are you giving him a particular direction? Because from your owlbear cub standpoint, all he can see is the smoke, the soot-covered portion of the.
I'm just saying up.
Okay.
Like, I'm assuming because he's looking down, he's above us.
Yeah.
So I'm saying up.
Okay. Ask Kyoki if Kyoki wants to have any response. Unless you're doing a direct telepathic thing.
I presume she was doing a direct telepathy.
Yeah. And I've not grabbed the feet where I can spread it around the group.
In that case, an Ash.
Oh, look up.
Okay. If you want, we can combine that with that roll from earlier.
That works for me.
Judging with that and judging how this daisy chain Goldberg thing is set up, you have the direction, but if I remember correctly, your dark sight is only 60 feet.
Yeah, dark vision is 60. I might have a thing in my helmet.
Okay. Well, I'll say this: if it's 60, you won't be able to see what it is.
Mm-hmm. Goggles of clear sight. Same with no strength. Goggles of clear sight. While wearing these goggles, the wearer can see through lightly obscured areas without disadvantage. In addition, the wearer suffers negative effects of sunlight. And they have advantage on throws against being blinded. Okay, so yeah, that'd just be my dark vision.
Okay. In case you have an idea of what.
And my glowing sword.
In case you have an idea of what the correct direction is, it's just too far away for you to see.
Yeah, I'll start making my way up then.
Okay.
You don't leave me, right? You take me with you.
Well, I left you back because I didn't know what you were inside of everybody else.
Oh, okay.
Because I wasn't sure what I was pursuing, and dragging a blind person behind me, plus your link to your cub has a range. I didn't want to accidentally pull you out of it.
Oh, that's
fair. Okay. Because you're on the gantry-way, being on the gantry-way makes it a little bit more of a straight shot. Because they're having to contend with as many obstacles. That being said, there's a particular gantry obstacle that you do encounter as you progress forward, and that's where a part of the gantry has buckled and is no longer there for a good 30 feet. The only thing around being cables, some of which appear live with some kind of artificial energy and support chains that are suspending things that no longer exist.
Well, given that I'm almost out of mana, I guess it's gonna have to be a combination of thorn whip, grapple to swing across, and grabbing some of the chains and stuff as we're going to try and navigate our way through Ninja Warrior style.
That'd be an acrobatics roll, considering your initial homework was just thrown up. Kyoki, how about yourself?
As far as how I say, what will I be doing is, so, you said he looked up and saw what now?
No, it's up.
That's it, he looked up and saw what?
You guys haven't looked up yet. I looked up and saw a bunch of, upper factory stuff, but I'm in a different spot than you.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know if you were following him or what.
If my goal is to keep up with her to make sure that nothing happens to her. Pretty much trying to play bodyguard while Ash is doing, his thing. And since they effectively need someone to be watching them, that's what I've been trying to do.
Okay.
I will take my owlbear cub though and walk to the edge and look down.
Your outboard cub, was it still up there, or do you have it returned?
No. It's still up there. I didn't have it return. I'm gonna have it walk over to the edge and look down. Like, that's where you're at in tribulation.
Can I get a perception roll to see if your outboard cub can find a good see-through point? Because again, there's soot that covers swaths of the glass. Cool. Okay. Yeah. Okay. You'll be able to get a good vantage point. You'll be able to estimate that that you're 130-ish feet away from you slash Kyoki, and the druid chick as well. That's on your ship, all in the same area, and 80 feet in closing for Ash, who is currently swinging along some chains to while avoiding these live cables to cross a gap in the below gantry system.
Alright, I will let him know the distance that my owlbear cub can see him and the party, so that would give him a better location to know where to aim for.
Okay.
Okay. With that, as you continue on, once you hit the 60-foot marker, you will then be able to see this kind of this glass enclosed observation structure. Now 60 feet, it would be north of you because it's kind of built into the upper corner of the facility to have a vantage point of everything below it. You'll see some scaffolding that's built into it, where there is a side door that would lead into that area. A lot of the glass is just caked with soot, and it's causing it to be non-reflective and non-transparent. But there are sections of it that are clear.
Okay, so we're going to make our way towards the scaffolding door, but if possible, on the way there, it makes sense to line sight and running hand along the glass, because in theory the caked on craft wouldn't affect the blind sight.
Okay.
Just to see if we can get a feel for the room on the other side of the glass as he's making his way around.
Okay. You'll sense the owlbear cub and this smaller goblinoid figure. You get a sense of part of the room, so I believe the blind sight is somewhat
Like
limited.
30 feet.
30 feet? Okay. What's owlbear cub doing?
Just paring down. Like, okay.
Very down? Okay.
Yeah, well, after it has, given me a better idea, I'll have it look at the goblinoid thingy and...
Okay. Can I get another perception roll, please? Well, if he can get to me, then I guess he's earned something. Well, that's if he can get to me. Oh, wait, you're invisible, so never mind.
No, I would have lost invisibility when I did the thorn whip to get across.
Oh, okay. Then that makes sense.
It was Scrub? Scrub?
Scuzz is
Scuzz.
what,
Yeah.
they said. Okay, while your other cub is looking at the goblin, you will notice that on this side of the door, there is a, strange combination of, glowing, no, slightly arcing, devices connected to the, to what appears to be a old door that's meant to be an entryway for here. The because you're seeing through your Uppercup's eyes, you can roll either intelligence, arcana, intelligence-based tinkering tools.
Close enough.
13? Okay. It appears that allegedly this goblinoid has rigged up a Republic Steamjack coil to the door, along with some kind of weird Crown Republic energy source, effectively electrifying the door.
Ah. I will then pass that along. Be wary of the door unless you want to get electrocuted. Which I would rather you not. Get electrocuted then.
With your traveling ash, you'll be able to get to the scaffolding and see what looks to be a sturdy metal, though old, door. It looks like it has a inset bar that you're supposed to touch, turn to unlatch, and either pull or push.
Okay, so with that warning in mind, he's gonna reach into his cloak to pull out from his belt behind his back a workman hammer, like normal hammer, and kind of knock on the wall next to the door with it.
What? Oh, you doing any kind of pattern, or you just...
Like a normal, like knocking on the door
Alright.
pattern. And then put it back in the belt.
Oh. Well, that's unusually polite.
You're very polite individuals.
Albert Cobb will see him move near the door, take a pole that has a square slab of material at the end, and puts it between in the gap space between one of the wraps of the coil, and the energy appears to be going into this non-insulated material, causing the door to no longer be electrified.
You should be safe.
He'll take another length-extending item and push the inset bar handle to delatch the door, and then he'll tug to give the to have the door open inward. I see that you not only found me, but that you have survived my abode. Congratulations.
I feel like it wasn't that hard, but we should pretend that it was. Just
Well, it was getting progressively harder.
okay.
Each trap he's triggered. I'm hoping you're Mr. Scuzz. Otherwise, we went through a lot of traps for nothing.
Ah, you're here for business, though.
The information, yeah.
Hmm. Are you wanting to cut a deal away from your companions over there?
Well, no, ideally I'd like to have a conversation with my companions, but
Well then, get them all in here.
is there a route I should be recommending?
They'll go over to this stair separator that he has, moves it a bit along the railing, climbs up, and begins tugging on these various lines that go into the ceiling. You and Kyoki and people that are outside will hear the sounds of things thudding and shifting, along with a kind of like rapid clicking noise of like an armature. And from your vantage point, Ash, you will be able to see that that gap that you had to cross, a mechanical arm clicks into place that is holding a slab of metal to act as a bridge.
Okay. I respect the engineering that went into that.
Mm.
Alright, guys, all clear.
All right. Job well done, everybody. Job well done.
Okay, Kyoki, are you going to be leading Liliana along as well, or are you being skeptical?
Brian,
I think he's being
Yes.
David asked your question.
Sorry, I was walking downstairs. I couldn't hear.
No problem. I was wondering if, with this latest interaction here, if you were being skeptical and not moving your position, or if you were joining everyone else / leading Eliana along.
Let's see. I wouldn't have any time to ask people if it would be better for me to stay stealthy, but I'll go with my own intuition and presume to stay stealthy.
Okay. You make a stealth roll if you'd like.
Doable.
Is it though? Is it really?
Oh, I said Carter, the guy looking right at you all. I don't know.
Hold on. Give me one moment.
Dylan, are you back in yourself?
Yes.
Okay.
I will cut sight.
Okay.
I have a man upstairs, so I'm not worried about anything happening. Although I do have questions how, Liliana got here.
Again, we just got lost.
Well, I didn't hear that part of the conversation. I was.
Yeah, you just got back. Like,
What are you doing here?
Oh, hi.
what are you doing here?
I
Oh, hey, how you doing?
was kind of more curious about the city after being at the festival for a bit, was kind of exploring and wandering around when I apparently ran into you guys in this maze of a place.
Mm. Very sus, but I'll allow it. Move to south, stop hanging around shady people. And then she like looks at Ash and Kiki. Remember, stop hanging around more shady people.
Okay, with your stealth roll, you stealth along. The group,
You just go.
There's my stuff.
arriving
19.
arriving in the Jackworks observation / operations area, or rather former operations area,
Mm.
where you see this this goblinoid over here, Scuzz. While Kyoki and them were making the traversal, Ash, you'll see that Scuzz has gone gone over into like a closet and has activated some form of hydraulic unit, which looks to you to be a chair with legs, and that chair with legs is attached to a large bore barrel, and that entire contraption itself is attached to a like good 6-inch thick cable that is going into the wall.
You.
I'm a little impressed.
He's now like sitting in the chair. There's some controls on it. This is my wet. This is my when there's more of you chair.
Oh, in case we start shit, you're ready to defend yourself. Got it. Fair enough.
I mean, keep in mind we probably do have to start shit, but yeah.
I mean, I'm not here to start shit. If you choose to start shit, that's between the end.
Welcome everyone to my room of negotiation.
Who's the woman that was staying with you?
Huh?
Oh, there was a room that has male clothes and women clothes, and I'm assuming that there was a woman that was staying with him at one point in time. That currently is now not staying with him. I don't see her.
Most people start with below, but
Oh, yeah, hey, what's up?
There are people I know that have mutual interest in me.
oh my.
I mean, fair enough.
What you think only you should broadly say humans. Humans are the only people that can have a good time.
No, like, I know quite a bit of people that aren't human that can have a good time. This guy in armor may not look it, but he sure enough knows how to throw down.
I thought you were dead.
What? There's something I need to know?
Like an automaton or something?
No.
Oh.
What?
I have no affiliation with whatever the hell happened here a few days ago. Oh,
Oh. Oh, that's good.
I just got in now that people started freaking out when they saw the helmet.
Oh.
That said, we do have, questions about, what you were involved in the last few days. Something about a handoff.
Ah. Well,
From a gun?
Any handoffs that may or may not have happened will require negotiations to unobscure.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Well, okay. What is your asking price? Forget if we can make this as painless as possible for both parties. That would be greatly, appreciated.
No, the question isn't what I think you can provide me. It's what interesting things do you think I would like?
I don't know. You tell me. I'm not a mind reader. There's almost nothing I can't get my hands on, or almost nothing I can't go in search of.
Oh, that sounds familiar.
Maybe, I don't know.
Hi, Scuzz, Network Extraordinaire. Do you have anything maybe not from the central region of the capital? Maybe something on the from the fringes of the Republic? Maybe something from the Drakengard or the Yoken Kings if you want to get really exotic?
I don't think I personally do. I'm sure we can go find said items for you if you would like. What?
Well, if you're wanting to quest for things for me, that's
well, no, I really don't want
that certainly would be a nice payment.
I just want you to tell me where the sword is that was handed to you.
Gestures a little bit towards the workshop part of his room, and then out towards the beyond the smoky glass. I deal with a lot of sharp things.
She'll hold up the picture like this crude drawing of the Sister Agnes handed it to you.
Oh, I may know something about that, but I mean,
It would be of great service because I need it to save a life.
lives aren't worth nothing.
Out of the kindness of your heart, I assume you'd be willing to save a life.
I work by getting resources and favors so the guard doesn't easily find me. While this is my favorite place, I do have others I can go. In case you have any ideas of pressuring me.
Do I look like a person that will pressure you? I'm small, cute, and dainty.
But he does, pointing towards Shoki.
She looks back at Kiki. I was like, yeah. You can have him if you want. He just keep in mind his own brand of justice. It's going to be completely different from yours. But I like a lot.
Well, I am, again, very interested in doing a business trade, if you are...
Wasn't exactly that aware I was for sale, but okay.
What you... No, I don't need... No.
I feel like you do.
I don't deal in that kind of trade.
Well, I mean... You make it sound like it's a bad thing. Like, I know it is a bad thing, but I'm saying, like, it's Kiki. It's different with that.
It's a terrible thing.
No, that's his name. I forget what his real name is, but that's what I call him.
We'll go with Kiki because the last thing they need to know is my real name.
Oh,
yes,
fair.
Kiki's clothes. Where do you get those clothes?
Kiki, take your clothes off. If you want to get yours, just give me the sword.
These are authentic Japanese.
Well, they look Yokin to me.
No, that's where he hails from. Or hailed from? Where he used to.
That's why I pointed it out. I could...
It was where, I must say, properly, it was where I was kidnapped to. Yes.
Well, as fascinating as that background sounds, I know a person who has interest in authentic things. I would certainly be willing to give away some information in exchange for those threads of yours.
Consider it done. Can you take your clothes off?
No.
Kiki, I need this item. You have to take your clothes off.
I believe you're too young for me.
What? I don't want you. Plus, you're married, and I could not possibly dream of taking you from your wife.
You could always join him, but we'd also need you to be slightly older.
Uh,
But it's okay. I already know that you're already betrothed, so.
betrothed. Wait, what?
Oh, congratulations!
I'm not betrothed. Who told you I was betrothed?
Just now, yeah.
You did.
What? I didn't say I was betrothed. I said I didn't want to take him from his wife. How did you get I'm betrothed from that?
She is just as betrothed as I am willing to part with this outfit.
But I'm not betrothed. What are you
And
talking
he's not willing to part with his outfit, so.
Oh, I got you. I see what you did there.
Well, you have to do something here, or else I'm gonna have ask you to leave, or use my.
Would you just like some money?
How much?
What was it, 30 platinum pieces? Is that how much his bounty was?
Yeah, 30 Latin.
It was 30 platinum pieces.
50, and it'll be worth a while.
Will this land me in possession of the sword that I'm looking for?
For 40, I won't give you a clean answer to that, and you can decide if you want to pay me the extra 10.
No, we'll get down payment first. Okay.
Huh. Don't normally deal with unsavory types such as yourself.
Hey!
I mean, it's true. Don't want me to say that you are honorable.
You're not right. And very honorable as a businessman.
I feel like our definition of honorable is completely different.
He told you he didn't want to conduct the transaction for free. You guys started negotiating price. He even offered you a small peek behind the curtain. In fact, he'll take partial payments to confirm whether he's being honest or not, and then take the rest, as opposed to making it two separate transactions.
Well, I guess that is semi.
So far, he hasn't to do anything deceptive. He's been totally honest in that he's a businessman and is just wanting to make a business deal. I fail to see.
Well, I think Yoki's going to kind of look. He's like, all I am is the quartermaster. So if you want to just throw money at him, then, within reason.
Do you have a ship?
We do have a ship.
You can't have it.
I don't need the ship, but do you have any chickens?
I think we do.
One moment, please. I'll pull out the.
Then we
I will pull out the dossier for the ship.
I believe Brian did buy some chickens a while back.
Yes, we do have chickens. Hold on.
You're gonna eat the chickens?
Yes, we do. Kyoki's gonna pull out the scroll and start looking at it. It's like, and then roll it back up. He's like, we do have chickens, yes.
Oh, well, 3 chickens and 5 platinum, so I can let you know if the bonus perks for the extra 5 platinum is worth your while. I can impress visitors with some nice fresh eggs.
That's how you know
4 chickens and 1 platinum.
That seems like a reasonable deal.
4 chickens and 1 platinum.
Oh, haggling.
Even a more reasonable deal. Dylan does not have. She does not know how.
Okay.
Look, as far as I'm about to say, Kyoki's like, dude, we have chicken, we have like 20 chickens and a rooster. Whatever we give him, we can always just like literally breed more.
Okay. 4 chickens and one platinum for some information and knowing if the bonus is worth your while. That sounds like a good deal to me.
Thank you for saying it our way.
Now, something very important. He'll reach behind him, go to the back of the chair, pull out some parchment, be shifting some parchment around. Take out a it looks like a glass stem filled with black material and some sort of point at the end. But it looks like he's using it to write on the page. He has a pen.
I
What
was
is
gonna say, I was like, I didn't know what a pen was. Okay.
Well, like, for instance, if I'm not mistaken, like, the Sylvan Kingdom generally uses quills. So he writes some stuff down and presents you with a single sheet of paper. What it essentially boils down to is this transaction of 4 chickens and one platinum for information on the for the cathedral exchange slash as down payment for potential further 4 platinum, barring depending on interest of extra information and or perks.
Did he just try to increase the rate?
As he said multiple times, to let you know whether whether what I know is worth your time or not. So there's base information and then an extra offer that will cost, in this case, 4 extra platinum.
Okay.
He has signed it as Scuzz.
Well, at least we know it's his name.
Or at least it's legally binding business name.
There's also the date, date next to it, and a section for the other part of the bargain to sign on.
Okay. Dylan will make sure everybody's on board and sign it.
Okay. After you sign it, the page for a few moments will have a like white silver fractal sheen on it, and then the page looks slightly shiny, as if it's
We lost Brian.
As if it's been put through a laminator.
I commend you on your magic, sir.
Oh, I didn't do this myself. These
Learn to take credit.
contract papers are expensive.
Yeah, just learn to take credit. Just say thank you.
There we go.
Alright, so we're signing over the chickens.
Yep.
Okay.
Go ahead and knock 4 chickens off of the loot crate.
He'll take the paper back unless you're not handing it back, and put it in a different compartment in the back of the ship.
Did we read the contract?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was
I assume the contract's written in basic.
it was written in common, yes.
Mhm.
Yeah, it was written in common. Um, well, I was hired to acquire an item from the Cathedral of Moro to a particular place in the Undercity of Corvus. I was paid for my discretion and well, not to pry. Of course, the way I had it set up was to what was to go through a few things where I could be as indirectly as involved as possible.
Makes sense.
Oh wait. The item was a bit of a fancy looking blade. There was another. There was my understanding is the cathedral held another blade there that, quite frankly, is eerie, and I wouldn't want to be near it.
Have you seen this other blade? Did you end up taking that as well, or no?
No, I saw it, though there was a bit of extra commotion at the cathedral while I was having my transaction. Are you telling me that's missing now too?
That's what we're trying to figure out.
So far, I was only made aware of this one blade that I'm looking for that you took.
Ah, okay. Well,
Does it mean that there wasn't a second one that went missing?
Yeah, that's it. That's what we're trying to figure out.
Just didn't share that information with you. I'm not surprised. Mr. Dumbass is.
oh, you're talking about Father Dumas?
Yes.
Yes.
Ah. I don't like his niece.
We've gathered that nobody likes his niece.
Well, I'm sure there are some people who like his niece. I mean, they wouldn't like him now, even if they did before.
Did she do something?
She was involved in a kind of undead siege against Corvus. Now, whether that was to dethrone the God King and the Inquisitus in intent, I'm not entirely sure. Not entirely sure. I thought she would have wanted to take over the entire city, and just some other evil force got there first. But
Okay, Sister Agnes seemed to believe it was some form of counter coup.
good old Scuzz here did not want to get involved in any of that.
Don't blame you.
Do they know?
So the God King's dead?
As far as I know.
Awesome. I guess she technically got what she wanted.
Anyway, concerning this, sword, there was a sister from the cathedral that was able to slip it out to the side to me. It looked like she had some doubts, but hey, if she can live with the doubts, I can live with the sword. But yeah, I ultimately delivered blade to a point within the Undercity. Fortunately, I know the Undercity very well. I for that 4 extra platinum, I can only tell you who offered me the contract to get this delivered to the Undercity initially, and be your guide.
She turns and says, "Hold on one second," and she like pulls Mr. T to the side and was like, "How confident are you in being able to navigate the Undercity? Skill of 1 to 10."
Six and a half. You talk. If you were to say the Underdark, I could help you a bit more, but the Undercity, I've been around a lot in Florvis. The Undercity is a place that I haven't really been to myself, aside from maybe getting a few exotic whiskeys through fences that use the Undercity as a bit of traffic of things. I haven't been there myself.
That's fair. She sighed.
No, I could take you to some of my contacts if you're wanting some. It'll make like a okay sign. Real good stuff. Again, referring to booze.
We can do that later. First, let's get our hands on this sword.
Oh, I agree. That would be secondary or if convenient on the way thing to kind of do.
And he said 4 platinum.
Yeah. 4 platinum. If you're wanting the name and location of the person who initially approached me with the contract, and me guiding you down into the Undercity.
Seeing as none of us are from the area, it would be wise.
It would be wise.
Not known for being very wise.
You're also not known for being stupid.
So fair.
And via the telepathic thing, since we're so linked, I can also go like, and if he's guiding us, that means you know where he is if you intend to screw him over later.
Oh, why do you think I'm going to screw him over?
Because you've been very adamant about wanting to collect some 30 platinum on him.
Facts. Okay.
Given the current business arrangement, that would be screwing him over.
Well, I guess I could overlook it. It's not like he's actually done anything bad.
I say, so far, we can tell he's not hurting anybody.
Yeah. And he would be a nice source of contact to have when we come back through here. 9 times out of 10, we are coming back through here.
Yeah. Sounds like you've got a deal.
Yeah. Can't help with the facts all the time. So she's like, nod. Okay, you got yourself a deal.
Okay. He'll hold out his small green hand. It's
my purse.
It's palm up. He's not looking to shake
I'll
hands.
drop 4 platinum then.
Yeah, I hold on. Give a second. Yeah, she'll shake his hand. So
that was nice, but I was looking for the platinum.
Oh, yes. Well, where I come from, we shake and then exchange.
I shake hands after the exchange. That way,
Yeah, you shake on a completed deal. I don't know what.
Well, it's completed in my head.
And you adamantine island girls do things, but here on the mainland, we exchange currency first, then it's a good deal.
There you go. I didn't realize how much platinum I had.
Yeah, you're rolling, you fucking know. Because you never show up in sessions. So when we divvy out the money, it just kind of stacks up.
for those with a passive perception of 16 or higher, after the exchange of money, you'll notice the parchment that was signed slightly glows for a moment.
Ooh, fancy.
I feel like we need to get ourselves some of that.
I'm pretty sure you have contacts for that.
Yeah, trying not to use them for reasons you know. Why?
I just meant the owl. I don't know what you're.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're thinking.
Nothing, obviously.
Okay, this is just terrific. Okay. So, with that, I was initially approached by a human in the Tin Barrel, which is a tavern in the less run down area. Hadn't seen this particular human around Courage before, but we're a trade port, so we get people.
Yeah.
And I hadn't seen him since delivering at the rendezvous in the Undercity, but I saw how keen-eyed some of you were down there in my welcome area. So I have no doubt if there are any clues that they would be able to be spotted out or information ferreted out. If you want me to do any information gathering on your behalf with my own contacts, that would require a bit of extra incentive, but I can certainly lead you to the right area.
Figure having him run recon wouldn't hurt.
All right. How much more is this going to cost?
Yes, well.
Keep in mind, first year, if you want to haggle, you can roll persuasion, usually.
Yeah, my persuasion skill is +2.
Well, no, it's not.
It's not? I thought it was more than what?
Your first one, it's more than 2. So it has to be more than +2.
Persuasion.
It's a minimum of 5.
Yes. I must have gotten confused with another skill then. Oh, perception.
Yeah.
I think that's what it was.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. It's minimum of 5. So you're decent at haggling. You're not a big.
I'm a lot better than I thought I was.
2.5 times better means.
30 gold, and there'll be a grin on his face as if he had thought of something like, oh, this would be nice. A rooster.
Yeah, we're not giving you our rooster. And how about...
Oh, you do have a rooster.
Again, Dylan is known for being very honest, okay?
Oh, good. I was just suspecting you had a rooster because you had a ship and you were easily willing to part with 4 chickens. And now, if you could acquire me a rooster, I would count that too.
I can't acquire you a rooster, but what I can do is just give you the 30 platinum and call it even.
30 platinum? That sounds like a great deal.
That's what he said before, right?
He said 30 gold.
What?
Oh, 30. She's not good at this, okay?
She used to be better. They have 30 platinum. I can buy an army of roosters.
I'm at 30 gold. We'll call it even. 1 platinum. We'll do 1 platinum.
1 platinum? What? That's less.
Is it?
1 platinum single.
Oh, okay.
So you want minimum 3 platinum.
3 platinum.
Is what he's asking for now.
Yeah. We'll give you 3 platinum. No roosters.
Oh. You have any cows?
No. They stink.
Goats?
No. They also stink.
I'm trying to get some milk.
Go find a pregnant
Don't you
woman.
need a cow for that?
Cow, goat, horse.
What the
Horse.
My thing, Kyoki's gonna be like, what sort of things are you doing over in this country?
I ended up doing a lot of research into that for Ravenloft, because the Mongolians were really big into horses.
What?
Why do I want some milk? Because I can't exactly go to the market all that often, and paying for in-betweens costs a bit of extra. I wanted to save myself some coin in the long run. And, again, impress visitors.
All about this impressing people. overrated, if you ask me.
Well, he's a businessman. He's more impressive if he actually has full shit in his meeting room.
No fair.
Mom,
Mm-hmm.
do chipmunks make milk?
Apparently. Apparently everything makes milk. You got corn. Now you got horses.
Mares make milk.
I don't know. Look, I just thought they ate grass the moment they were born, okay?
If it's a mammalian creature, the female usually produces milk.
I didn't think into this. I didn't
Clearly.
think at all into this.
So it's dog milk.
Yes.
That I do know.
As like Oscar could in theory make milk.
Well, no, she can't. She's fixed, so she did.
That's why I said in theory.
I'm suing someone.
That milk.
Is also a thing.
But hey, I don't pay attention to nature, alright?
Clearly.
We'll leave mammoth milk.
I remind you, the medical professional. It's like, wait, what? This is Biology 102, folks.
So if they were still around, we could have had woolly mammoth milk. And
Yeah.
saber-tooth tigers.
Yep.
Okay, well, how about this? Because apparently the animals are off the table, how about...
You're not saying nothing disgusting.
Okay,
Oh, he was going to say something.
I'm glad he didn't, though.
Oh, Mama,
Mm-hmm.
I got 2 packages coming.
Okay, then.
Two Sylvan designer outfits. One moment. Looks like he's thinking for a moment. From the Fandolin market. Sized for not you tall people.
I'm going to take my water bottle and I'm going to go to bed, Mama.
Alright, honey.
So we need to go all the way to Fandolin
My kneecaps are
to get you
aching.
some shit.
Just some fancy clothes for me and
Your lady friend?
no, yes,
Well, if you're just wanting fancy clothes,
and the 30 gold.
and 30 gold. Kyoki, didn't we get a silk robe a while back that had that really fancy embroidery on it? He said, looking at the
You may be
lace,
correct.
silk robe with gold embroidery.
Yes, we do have a silk robe with gold embroidery.
Well, you can have it.
Now, admittedly, it's not from Fandolin, but, that would be probably yoken silk with gold embroidery, and that's pretty rare in and of itself. Probably could be tailored to someone of your size, and honestly, it's sized for one of us and tailored to you. That would give you enough material for a second outfit.
And that's what I was thinking. Okay. That sounds good to me.
Alright.
Well, in that case, we're gonna be looking to. We'll be looking to take the high road to the low road.
Awesome.
Now, given how strenuous this road has been, I can certainly leave in the morning. At your schedule, of course. If you're pressed for time, I can just grab a few things, leave a note, and start guiding you now.
If we're going into the undercity, we might want to wait till morning.
I was gonna see if Ash needed a long rest.
Yes, Ash needs a long rest.
Yeah, she's like, I will opt for us to take, to go in the morning.
Okay. Okay. So, sounds good to me. Well. Just look for, take out a small piece of parchment, write something on it with his inkpotless quill, and hand it to I believe which one of these is closest? Probably Dylan.
Dylan.
Yeah, they probably don't. She was
Um,
on doing handshakes and money exchanges and shit.
Yeah.
And I guess we'll bring the robe with us in the morning because that would be back on the ship.
And all you need to do is meet me where you see this. As long as it's in, as I will simply find this symbol in the industrial quarter, and we will get moving. The symbol there looks like scratched to you. That being said, Kiyoki, you would recognize it as a thieves can't symbol for a generic safe entry symbol. Now, with all this dealing going on, feel free to call me to call me Gabi. Scuzz is just for people who are looking for me.
So noted. Pleasure doing business.
Now, unless there's anything else, I need to set that floor back up.
But jeez, we need to get out of here before you do that. Lead people back out the safe way. Make sure to take the slightly scenic route back to the Seacoast so Eliana can do her thing, because she was all about wanting to learn about new healing shit. There's a bunch of people apparently around here in this district that need healing. So
yeah,
let her do, get her
Heels on.
Yeah.
Okay. Sounds good.
Complete her doctor internship program or whatever the backstory was. That David thought was an arm in.
Yeah. There's a lot of similar sounding things happening. Okay. And with that, you guys will have the rest of the day and into the morning, whether you want to sleep on the Sea Ghost or spend some money for for an inn. And we will call it there next time, starting our journey into the Undercity. Hopefully things will not be as strenuous, but who are we kidding? It's called the Undercity. There's going to be strenuous things.
Which is a good thing. Helps exercise your muscles.
That's what I recall in the previous adventure. The Undercity wasn't really that bad. It was the some of the temples and shit in the Undercity that were the problem. The Undercity itself was like, I just got some gang violence. That's I mean, it's not great, but it could be a lot worse.
This book actually has some interesting maps for the Undercity. It's probably a different section of Undercity than what our other group went through.
Or just better design.
Okay. I am glad you guys were able to handle the Gabi's entryway.
Yeah, it was a nice little different, I also was expecting to get jumped by a warjack or something. The Home Alone was much more interesting.
Yeah, the way it was actually phrased is if you guys didn't get through some of these issues, you would then run into something that's more of a conventional trap.
Mm.
So there were some layers to this, but you guys did fine. That's part of why he was so amicable to you guys.
And probably he saw us and feared our might. That's what I'm going with.
Well, he didn't really do anything to demonstrate our
Hey,
might.
hey.
Also, great use of the owlbear cub.
Yes. When I remember I have it.
I think you can also do that with your Echo. I don't have quite enough levels for that yet.
Can you take your clothes off?
Demonetized.
See how he treats the quartermaster?